It is November 1st, and you all know what that means. The most stressful month for every single writer out there is finally upon us. It's NaNoWriMo time. I have been looking forward to this for months. NaNoWriMo will complete the final step in my crazy, stupid goal to write the entirety of the Abingdon House series in 1 year. We've come full circle, everybody. I wrote Abingdon #1 for NaNoWriMo in 2020, and here we are, NaNoWriMo 2021, with the final book in the series, Abingdon #5. I'm so excited to finish this book and to finish this series, but excited in a sort of anxious way, as in I've been procrastinating for the past 2 hours and I haven't written a word, but I need to, but I'm going to, it's fine. So Abingdon House is my 5-book magical realism middle grade series I've been obsessed with over the past year in order to get done. I'm 100% pulling what I like to call a Kate Kavanagh and writing the entire series before I start revising the series and making everything throughout the entirety of the 5 books make sense. We are here at the final and we are prepared. Okay, we have an outline, we have my scenes, we have my tea. Tea is always a good idea, and we need lots of good ideas for writing now, don't we? We have both my tracker page for Abingdon 5 and the NaNoWriMo tracker that I'm going to be using this month. Let me explain this very quickly, because there are a lot of boxes. There are 50 boxes here at the top. They represent each and every scene that I have to do. I've planned 50. 1,000 words for each scene will get me the 50,000 words and complete the novel. Once I have completed a scene, I will colour in one of these boxes. These boxes down here are the daily word count tracker boxes. The minimum amount that you should have written each day is written at the bottom, and then I'll simply fill in at the top how many words I actually wrote that day, and then, you know, the total will go there at the end. So that's how I'm using my tracker this year, tracking my word count and the scenes I do. I have to do one or the other. I thought, you know what, I'll just do both this year. We have my box of scenes ready to go. Let me explain the box of scenes and see how I'm explaining everything to postpone the fact I need to write this novel. Yeah. During April Camp NaNoWriMo, when I wrote Abingdon book #2, very badly I might add, I was also writing a second novel at the same time, Project Mystic. And Project Mystic was just sort of like a, if I get uninspired or demotivated with Abingdon House, let me write some of this work so I can still add to my Camp NaNoWriMo word count and still win, because I cheat a little bit like that, you know. And the way that I ended up drafting Project Mystic, because I had outlined it in scenes, I just randomly asked people to give me a scene number, and then I would write that scene. It turns out drafting like that is actually really helpful to me. I don't get stuck thinking, oh, I have to write this really boring scene before I can continue, and then just sort of muddle about and then don't do a lot of work for a very long period of time because I really don't want to do that scene. So it helps me to write non-chronologically, so I have no idea what scene is going to come next. It's involving my friends in the community more because they get to help me pick the scene I'm going to write, and I can either praise them or not praise them for picking a good or bad scene. It's their fault, not mine. And doing everything in scenes sort of forces me to put something interesting that I'm going to enjoy writing in each scene to sort of avoid the, oh, I have to write this stupid scene. Crap. So that's why we have the box. The plan for drafting Abingdon 5 is very simple. I will write the first scene first and the last scene last to have the feeling of a beginning and an end. All the other scenes in the middle are fair game. I could write scene number 1 and then write scene number 49 and then write scene number 27. And hopefully Abingdon number 5 will go as smoothly as numbers 1, 3 and 4 did. We do not want a repeat of Abingdon number 2. That book is technically still not finished. If I call it a 0 draft, technically it's finished. And we'll leave it at that. It is currently 11 o'clock in the morning. I have just 45 minutes until I need to leave to go and pick up my youngest daughter from preschool. She's been there since 9 o'clock. I've procrastinated for the past 2 hours. That's how much I'm putting this off. But now is the time to actually get some work done. We're going to start, of course, with scene number 1. Oh, I'm so nervous about doing this. I don't know why. It's like a sort of nervous, excited feeling. Like, yay, I get to write Abingdon number 5. I'm so excited. But it's like, oh my God, I have to write Abingdon number 5. This is all going to be over soon. And I don't like having those conflicting feelings. It sucks. Let's see which scene Day has picked for me. I always hate this part. I just realised how awkward this is going to be, seeing as I haven't actually numbered any of my scenes. And I don't think I'm bothered to do it now. Awkwardness it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, that's a fun one. The scene that Day has picked is actually what the old midpoint used to be, where I was doing a very quick Save the Cat beat sheet to sort of get all of my sort of pacing correct and all of the big events in the places that I wanted them to be. This scene here, scene 17, used to be what I assumed or what I wanted to be the midpoint, mostly because it was sort of the end of the first half of the quest that Hazel and her friends have got to do. It's book 5, it's the quest in 2 parts. So originally, the first half of the quest ended at midpoint, which was scene 17. But then when I was doing these are all of the scenes that I want to have in my novel, and then I put all of those scenes in order, the one I wanted to be midpoint was not midpoint, it was too far up into act 2 to be midpoint. And I was like, oh, so I'm gonna have to rework it and try and add more things into the beginning half of act 2, which was a pain in the butt because there was so much to fill the second half of act 2 towards act 3. But then when I worked everything out, what ended up being in the midpoint place after I'd done all my scenes was the perfect scene for midpoint. So it's not a massive issue. So we have written 845 words so far, which is better than I thought I would have done. So I've got some pretty drawings on all of these spare pieces of paper that I had from all of my numbers. Where do they have to go, honey? In my box. There we go then.
Thank you. I want some more.
No, no more. Put them back in the box, please. Thank you so much. I am currently at 2 streams at the same time. I'm just glad they're both currently sprinting. Time zones and daylight savings suck so much. I hate them. I have like an entire month planned of streams on YouTube and Twitch and extra streams and on different days and times than I usually do, and it's been fantastic. I'm taking part in a NaNoWriMo relay today on Twitch, which is at my usual time, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. EST, which is usually, I say usually, 9 p.m. my time, you know, because we're England, we're 5 hours ahead of whatever the EST time is. We had daylight savings on the 31st of October, and literally I'm in Nia's The Vixen of Fiction stream at the moment doing some writing, and I was wondering who was next on the schedule. And I took a glance and I was like, wait a second, those times don't quite add up to how long Nia's got left on her stream to when we go over to see Chan write and then to me. Like, that math doesn't add up. What's going on? It's because we've had our daylight savings. America has not had theirs. So instead of being 5 hours ahead of them like we usually are, we're currently only 4 hours ahead of them. And so my sprint time has changed. I thought it was at 9 p.m. my time. It's not. It's at 8 p.m. my time now, and I'm so glad that I figured that out, because they would have been there being like, "Where's Sarah? I can't raid her because she's not here," and I'd just be sitting there going, "La da da, I've got an hour left till I need to stream." So that changes my stream time today, which is a little bit awkward because some of the kids will be up, but hopefully they'll stay quiet. I'm so glad I managed to catch that. Can you imagine if I hadn't? So we are currently in the middle of my stream on Twitch for the Nano Relay. We are currently on our second sprint. Surprise, surprise, we got a short one with the NH button, which never happens. We are currently writing scene 17, which is Dragons and Magic. It's going okay. I'm sort of in the middle of writing like a conversation to have between the characters to sort of just like extend the scene a little before we get into everything else. Of course, I have no idea what I want them to actually talk about. I asked my lovely Twitch chat to pick my next scene for me, which slowly turned into it being a draw. I don't know how to do polls, so we hadn't added them together, we had an average, and in the end they decided Magic and Dragons, so that's what we're doing. So after scene 17 we are going straight into scene 18, which is the add them together option that everyone chose.
I'll just give an introduction quickly and then we'll jump right into a 20-minute sprint.
We are done.
Next, now apply database, my base.
We are done for the day. We've just finished my stream. We have handed it over to Amy over at Shiny Night, and I have written in total today 3,606 words, which puts us over. Obviously, we managed to finish 2 whole scenes and start a third, which I think is a fantastic place to be at the end of the first day of NaNoWriMo. We ended in a rather good place, in a rather good chapter, actually, just before things start to kick off a little bit more. So I have an excellent starting point for when we get to it tomorrow. I'm going to try and just only write the 1,667 per day on all of the days I don't have streams. Comfortable in the knowledge that on the days that I do stream, I will be writing a little bit more than that. Again, it's not an issue. I'm sitting here thinking, am I going to be writing more than 50,000 words this NaNoWriMo? Simply because all of the scenes I have written so far have been way over 1,000 words. I think the first one was over the 1,667 was just the first scene alone. And the second was at least 1,500. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so it is day 2 of NaNoWriMo. We are currently in the middle of my morning stream on Twitch. It's going rather well. We're listening to some fun lo-fi. We're getting some work done. It is 10:30 in the morning and I am already sitting at, I don't know what I'm sitting at. Let's find out. We are sitting at 980 words, so we are doing well. My plan today is to simply finish writing the 1,667 words as early as I possibly can, so I can have the rest of the day to not worry about it. With the amount that I wrote yesterday because of all the streams I'm doing and the amount I'm going to have to write tomorrow, because of the 2 streams that I have tomorrow, Wednesday 3rd, we're gonna need to, you know, take as many breaks as we possibly can in between all of the heavy writing days I'm going to have, mostly because of all of the streams. And we're only around 50k, so as long as I do the 1,667 each day, it's fine. And the quicker I get those done each day, even better. We are currently halfway through, 3/4 of the way through scene 18, which is going well. We're plodding along. We are, yeah, 3/4 of the way through. Just got the last little bit to do, and then we'll hop over, if I'm done before the stream ends, I should say, and get them to pick the next scene that I have to do, which is going to be fun. Yeah, that's basically it. Tuesday is going to be a very, very short portion of the vlog because literally there's not much I'm doing. So yeah, I'm going to get back to work and see you soon. So I forgot to vlog. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, basically Wednesday happened and the plan was to vlog on Wednesday and I did not. So that's not to say that I didn't do any work on Wednesday. I did, I promise. I did my stream in the morning with Day and Nia, the Vixen of Fiction. Got a good amount of words done. I streamed again in the evening on Twitch. Again, got a good amount of words done. I forgot to vlog. For the day, I got a total of 3,523. So with the double streams, I got more or less another double NaNoWriMo day again, which is good. We're currently working on, thank you so much, Boxpick, scene 46, which is literally the climax of the novel. And I don't know what happens in it because I outlined it stupidly and wrote the words then something. I don't know what that something is supposed to be. So we got a little bit stuck during our last sprint, the royal we. I need to spend tomorrow now trying to figure out how I want this scene to go and how exactly I want it to fit with how the entire climax is going to end. I'm not going to worry about writing it properly because I feel like I'm not going to be able to, so I might just have to write it all a little zero drafty at first, I guess, to get sort of the general gist of what I want to happen down. A couple of bits of extra fighting, so on and so forth. Some snarky comments from Hazel because you know, what's a fight scene if she's not snarking at the person she's fighting against, and try and make everything that I want to happen within the climax fit together naturally is the plan for tomorrow. So we are currently sitting at 8,818 words for NaNoWriMo for the first 3 days. So brilliant result. I am happy with that. I don't stream again till next week now, so I can take it easy for the next 7 days and just do my 1,667, which I'm happy to be taking it easy. Fantastic. Great. That is, oh my God, that is everything for this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below how your first few days of NaNoWriMo have gone, and I will see you in my next video. Good thoughts and happy writing.